Pag-aralan po natin yung katanungan sa araw po na ito, where does the word Christians come from? Saan po ba galing yung pinagmulan po ng salitang Kristiyano? The word Christian is used only 3 times po doon sa New Testament. We can find it in the books of Acts chapter 11 verse 26, Acts chapter 26 verse 28, and 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 16. Ngayon po, the most important ay makikita po natin doon po sa Acts chapter 11 verse 26. Basahin po natin sandali. And when he found him, he brought him to Antioch. So for a whole year, Barnabas and Saul met with the church and taught great numbers of people. The disciples were called Christians first at Antioch. So dito po sa binasa po natin, the disciples sabi po were called Christian first at Antioch. Ito po ay around AD 42. About a decade after Christ died on the cross and was resurrected from the dead. Up until now, this time, the followers of Jesus had been known among themselves by such term as brethren or brothers. Makikita po yan sa Acts chapter 15, verse 1 and 23. Tinawag din po silang disciples sa Acts chapter 9 verse 26. Believers, tinawag din po sila Acts chapter 5 verse 14. And saints, Romans chapter 8 verse 27. But now in Antioch, they are called Christians. Ngayon, meron pong nagtatanong, what does the term mean? Makikita po natin yung kasagutan dyan, doon po sa I-A-N ending po, doon sa salita pong Christian. Alam niyo po, for your information, for among the ancients, this ending meant belonging to the party of. Ibig po sabihin, nung panahon na yun, kung belong sila sa party ni Herod, no? They were called Herodians. Kung belong naman po sila sa party ni Caesar, tinatawag po silang Caesarians, no? Kaya nga po, Christians, sa atin po, we belong to Christ, and Christians were loyal to Christ. Kung paano ang mga Herodians po ay loyal kay Herod, yung mga Caesarians po were loyal to Caesar, ganun din po tayo, loyal po tayo sa ating Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Ngayon po, yung pong significance of the name Christian was that these followers of Jesus were recognized as a distinct group, kakaiba po. They were seen different from Judaism and different from all other religions of the ancient world. We might also translate, pwede rin po natin i-translate yung term na Christian, those who belong to Christ. You and me, lahat po tayo na mga tumanggap kay Jesus Christ bilang Lord and Savior are belong to Christ. Or pwede rin pong Christ ones or Christ people, no? A follower of Jesus Christ. Bilang panguli po, basahin po natin yung sinasabi po sa 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 16. However, if you suffer as a Christian, do not be ashamed, but praise God that you bear that name. Purihin po ang Panginoon. Aren't you glad that you are bearing that name? Yung pong Christian o Kristiyano, purihin po ang Panginoon. At tayo po ay mayroon pong katagang Christian o Kristiyano sa Tagalog. Meaning to say, we belong to Christ. Pagpalain po kayo ng Panginoon at sa araw po na ito, nawa may natutunan po tayo sa ating maikling pag-aaral. At lagi po natin tandaan yung sinasabi po ng 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 15, lagi po tayong maging handa sa pagdepensa sa ating pananampalataya upang tayo po ay huwag mabiktima ng mga false doctrines and false teachers na naglipa na po sa ating panahon. Pagpalain po kayo ng Panginoon.